There's a 15-year-old from Long Island named Thomas Medlin who's been missing for over 2 weeks now. He was last seen on January 9th, and according to his family and the police, he caught a train into New York City specifically to meet someone he'd been talking to on Roblox. This situation is all over the place right now, and it's a terrible look for the platform. It just goes to show how much is actually going wrong behind the scenes. Honestly, with stuff like this happening, Roblox is cooked.
Well, right now, new details about a missing St. James teen, and that includes where he was last seen and a possible link to someone he met online. News 12's Daniela Rodriguez spoke exclusively with the teen's mom.
Eva Yan says these textbooks are exactly where her 15-year-old son, Thomas Medlin, would sit at the kitchen table every day.
Need handwriting.
She says he's been missing since January 9th, just after 3 p.m. Police say after leaving school, Thomas came to the Stony Brook LIRR station, boarded a train, and traveled to Grand Central. From there, detectives say they located his phone in Lower Manhattan, and most recently spotted him on surveillance video in Brooklyn.
He has never left us.
Yan says detectives believe Thomas met someone online through the gaming app Roblox and was planning to meet that person in the city, something his family says is completely out of character.
Competition.
She says Thomas shines in school, has won several awards for music, art, and sports, but most importantly, she says he has a kind heart.
Everyone loves him.
Family and friends have organized search parties throughout the city and Long Island for weeks, but what worries her most is her son lost in the city ahead of the upcoming storm.
With the weather coming cold, we have to check on the homeless shelter, looking for those locations.
But Yan and her husband say they want their son to know how loved and missed he truly is.
I just can't believe why he left in the first place.
We just want him to be safe.
Police are asking anyone with information to contact Suffolk County Police or call 911. Roblox tells News 12 it is cooperating with police in this investigation and proactively reports any suspected child exploitation to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
There's still very little info out right now, and if you've seen this kid, then of course reach out to the police immediately. All we know is he disappeared after reportedly heading out to meet a person from his friends list, and he hasn't been heard from since. And Roblox actually put out a statement on this. Let's look at it. So they said, "We are deeply concerned about a report involving a missing child, Thomas Medlin, in New York, and our thoughts are with him and his family. When we learned that one of our users was missing, we followed our standard process and immediately began an investigation. We searched for any previous law enforcement inquiries and reached out to law enforcement to offer any support in their investigation. After a thorough review, here is what we found. There were no attempts to direct him to an off-platform communication method, like Discord or something similar. Basically, there was no sharing of off-platform contact information, including usernames, phone numbers, or other communication methods. All chat content was consistent with typical in-game discussions, and there was no indication that he used voice chat. We are holding Thomas and his family in our hearts as we hope for a safe return and will continue to provide our full support to law enforcement throughout their investigation." So, yeah. Basically nobody knows what's actually going on. Roblox is essentially saying there was no attempt to lure him away or kidnap him off of their site. Hopefully he's found soon. But moving on from that, back in the actual game, we finally have an update on Prison Life. So literally after a decade, the Roblox game Prison Life released the Sniper Game Pass. Yep, you heard that right. For 10 years the coming soon sign was basically a permanent part of the game. But as of now, it's actually official, it's here. This is a historic day for anyone who grew up playing this game. Moving on, Roblox is launching community polls in a few months. This basically lets developers put polls directly into their groups, so players can actually vote on things. Instead of developers just doing whatever they want, you'll be able to vote on the next update, what new items should be added, or what needs to be nerfed or removed. It's a solid update because it actually gives people a way to tell developers what's trash and what isn't, without having to go to Discord or Twitter. There's also an update coming for the mobile app. Since many of you guys play on your phones, you're definitely going to notice this. They're basically redesigning the whole home screen and navigation. Instead of the old layout, everything is being moved to a new side panel. It makes the app feel a lot cleaner and actually makes it way easier to jump between your friends list, the marketplace, and your settings without having to dig through multiple menus. I personally don't care that much because I never really use the app, but like always, the community is pretty split. Let me know what you guys think about the side panel down in the comments. Is it actually better or is it just unnecessary? But now, we have more news on the age verification. Roblox just put out another statement covering the details of this new update. But now, we have more news on the age verification. Roblox just put out another statement covering the details of this new update. Most of this statement is just corporate nonsense, but there are a couple of points that actually matter. For starters, Roblox will begin rechecking the ages of accounts suspected of having changed ownership or whose behavior is inconsistent with their age group. You're basically going to see a random pop-up while you're on the site telling you that you've got to prove your age again. They have two reasons for doing this. First up is what you see on the screen, the fact that people are selling accounts that are already age verified. It's a huge issue because it pretty much kills the whole point of the age check. So to deal with that, Roblox is now going to force a re-verification the second they suspect an account has changed ownership. The second reason they're doing this is to stop kids from lying about their age or having their parents verify the account for them. It's also meant to catch anyone using bypasses to get around the system. Like that one kid who tricked the scan by drawing a beard on his face, he's basically cooked now. Same goes for anyone using their parents' info, because Roblox is going to start flagging behavior that doesn't match the age on the account. They haven't been specific about how the tracking works, but once they flag you, you're getting hit with another mandatory age check. Maybe they're going to track the games you play and how you talk in chat. It's pretty obvious that a child doesn't type the same way a functioning adult does, but this whole thing is honestly just creepy. It's basically Roblox spying on you, I guess. We're reaching a point where a specialized AI is going to look at your play history and just decide you're a child. Take a look at Creecroft. He's 29 years old today, happy birthday to him by the way, and yet he's over here sobbing over Tung Tung Sahur. Under this new system, he's probably going to get flagged as a toddler immediately. I have no idea how they expect this to actually work. It's just more nonsense added to this age verification update. But now Roblox is basically giving game moderators the ability to see every single chat, regardless of the age group. This should have been a day one feature for the update. Right now, a moderator could be standing right next to some kid who could be swearing or saying bad stuff, but they can't do anything because the messages are literally invisible to them. They're finally adding it so moderators aren't just standing there like statues while the server burns, but they still can't type back to people in different age groups. But at least they aren't moderating with a blindfold on anymore. Now, let's look at this other thing. So there's a massive rumor on TikTok right now that Roblox is getting sued by COPPA and they're going to have to delete the whole age verification update. Everyone is sharing this one screenshot of some new rule under the COPPA law. If you don't know what that is, it's the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It's a US law that stops websites and games from taking data from kids. People are convinced this is the end of the update, but most of them just don't know how to read a legal document. It's why you have to be 13 to use most social media. According to the law, if you're under that age, you're a kid, and companies aren't allowed to harvest your data. This actually got more intense last year when the US government updated the rules. They officially classified biometric data, things like face scans and fingerprints, as personal information. Because of that change, websites are strictly banned from taking that kind of data from anyone under 13. Basically, because Roblox is a mixed audience site, meaning it's built for both kids and adults, so they're stuck in a weird legal position. On platforms like Fortnite, YouTube, or Twitter, the rule is usually you must be 13 to enter, which lets them sidestep a lot of these headaches. But since Roblox actually allows accounts for kids under 13, the new COPPA rules hit them way harder. Under the updated law, if you're going to let kids on your platform, you can't just take their word for it anymore. You are legally required to verify their age before you can even think about handling their data. So, while everyone on TikTok is acting like this update is some illegal move by Roblox, it's actually the exact opposite. They're being forced to do this so they don't get hit with a massive federal lawsuit for failing to verify who's actually behind the screen. In reality, it's the exact opposite. Because of the new COPPA rules, they are legally forced to have this system in place. If they didn't do these age checks, they'd basically have to remove every single account under 13 just to stay legal. They'd have to delete half their user base overnight. It's just another reminder that people on the internet don't actually read, they just see a screenshot and start making up stories for views.
This guy's like, it's a good time to remind people that COPPA's AI implication policy is still in effect, and in 2 months, the FTC will take action and Roblox will remove the age verification update. No, you didn't read the article. You just saw this on some random post, and you want to seem smart, so you reposted it. But now you seem dumb because you didn't read the full article. You didn't read the full rule, dude. You gotta read stuff, guys. You gotta read stuff. You can't just read the summary at the top of the page. It's just annoying because people will see something like this and then they'll just repost it and they'll be like, hey, Creek, they're removing it. I saw it on TikTok. It must be true. No, read it. Go and read it. Look it up.
So yeah, Roblox isn't removing the age check. Don't fall for dumb stuff like this. And let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments.